we are talking about procedural text in our writing, okay? And what that is a type of writing where you just basically tell people how to do something. And I gave you some examples of like Lego instructions or recipes. That's all procedural text. And remember, on Wednesday, we started writing our own procedural text. And we started doing a writing on how to do Writer's Workshop, okay? Well, sometimes when you're doing a procedural text, you might need to act out the steps to make sure you haven't forgotten something, okay? So let's pretend that I'm going to do a writing that's how to brush your teeth, okay? And so I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I know how to brush teeth, I can do this, right? I can write about that. Does everybody know how to brush teeth?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would the first step be? Parker.
Get your toothpaste and make your toothbrush and make your toothpaste wet.
Okay, so you gave me two things. Get your toothpaste, what else do you need?
Get your toothbrush and put some water.
Okay, so you need to get a toothbrush, okay? That's the first thing you need. And you need toothpaste, right?
Yeah, and you need water.
And you need water on it, okay? So I'm gonna get my toothbrush, okay? Let's pretend like we're going to the bathroom, we're getting our toothbrush, we're getting our toothpaste. What's the first thing we do?
Wash it.
We wanna get our toothbrush wet. You guys like to get your toothbrush wet?
Yeah.
Okay, so we turn it on, get it wet. Now what's the next thing I do?
Squeeze the toothpaste.
I'm gonna squeeze the toothpaste and put it on the toothbrush.
Now
Now what do I do?
Brush my teeth.
put it under the
You put some water on it. This is usually when I put a little water on mine too. Some people do it before, some people do it. You have to be careful though, because you don't want to wash off your toothpaste, right?
Yeah.
So then we do what? Brush our teeth. Okay? Does anybody use a timer?
No.
Okay.
I have a timer.
So, and does it turn
And it
off when
has
it's
a
done?
time.
It has a timer built in. Okay. Yeah.
It buzzes 3 times.
Mine have a timer.
Okay. So we brush our teeth, right? And we get all of our teeth. That would be our next step. Brush the teeth. Okay. Now we're done brushing. What do we do next? Parker. What do we do?
Wash our toothbrush.
Okay. She says wash your toothbrush. What would you do, Zara?
Then put it back in where you got it from.
Okay. I would do those things. Okay. I've been brushing my teeth. What am I going to do next?
Turn your timer off.
Well, your timer goes off on its own or turned off. Okay. Okay. What do you do, Jackson?
Spit it out.
You spit out. Your mouth's full of toothpaste. You're not going to put all that stuff away before you spit out, right? You got this whole mouth full of toothpaste. So you're going to be like, nope. See, that's why it's important to act it out, because if you don't act it out, you might have forgotten that. You got to spit. You got to spit. Okay? And then you might want to rinse your mouth, right?
Yeah.
How many of you rinse your mouth? I do. I usually just take my toothbrush and stick it under water and get some water on it and do it that way. Some people have cups and they rinse their mouth that way. It doesn't matter, but you want to spit and rinse.
I got mouthwash.
And then,
Me too.
what's the last thing we're going to do with our toothpaste and our toothbrush?
Clean it.
Josie, thank you for
Clean it up.
clean it up. And then what do you do with it?
Then we put where it goes.
Then you do what? Then you put it where it goes, okay? So, it's important when you're doing how-to writing to act out the steps. And you might just do it in your head. You might just do it in your head. But we just acted it out together, because sometimes if you don't act it out or think it out, you'll forget important steps. And if you forget a step, the person who's reading it won't be able to do it correctly. Let's imagine you're putting a Lego together, Cole. Okay? And a couple of the steps are missing. What's going to happen to your Lego?
It'll get wrong.
It's going to be wrong. Let's say you're making cookies and a couple of steps are missing from the recipe. What's going to happen to your cookies?
They're going to get wrong.
They're not going to turn out right, are they? So it's important when you do how-to writing that all the